Viewers, in Syria's Idlib province, infighting has broken out among militias here. HTS, Hayat Tahrir al Sham, which is the largest private militia here, it has launched a crackdown against rival militias. HTS fighters, they are carrying out raids, they are arresting members of other groups, and tensions are very, very high in Idlib, viewers. Now, why is HTS carrying out this crackdown against rival militias? What is the role of Turkey, viewers, and what is Russia doing here? Where are Syrian government forces? So several questions to be looked at, viewers. I'll have a look at all these questions in this video. Firstly, viewers, when this war broke out in Syria, it was HTS which was in control of this province in Idlib. Then viewers, in 2017, Turkey came here. You know that Astana agreement. It was signed among Turkey, Iran, and Russia. And after this agreement, Turkey was allowed to set up 12 observation posts in Idlib, Syria. Hayat Tahrir al Sham, HTS, it agreed to this Turkey's establishing of 12 observation posts here, but some members of HTS, they were against Turkey's entry in Idlib, so they decided to leave HTS. That was the first phase of defections from HTS, viewers. So several key figures of HTS in 2017, they left HTS and they formed a separate group by the name of Hurasuddin, Guardians of Religion. Most of the members of Hurasuddin, they were mostly defectees from HTS. Then views, Turkey came here. Then this year, 2020, in February, we saw that Syrian government forces, they launched an offensive to take control of Idlib. Then war broke out between Turkey and Syria, and after that, Idlib ceasefire agreement in March between Russia and Turkey, viewers. After that, viewers, after this ceasefire agreement, joint Turkey-Russia patrols, they were to start on M4 highway. But the private militias here, they were against these joint Turkey-Russia patrols, especially Hurasuddin, viewers, which is a splinter group, I told you, of HTS. So Hurasuddin was against these joint patrols. HTS was also against joint patrols of Turkey and Russia because they believed that Russians must not enter Idlib. They believe that if Russians came here, ultimately they will take matters into their own hands and they will try to take control of whole of Idlib province. So they were against Russia's entry here in Idlib, viewers. So they dug up the road, they carried out demonstrations here. So they tried their best to stop these joint patrols. Then we saw some confrontation between HTS fighters, Hurasuddin fighters, and Turkish troops. Some HTS fighters, they were killed as well. Turkish troops, they were injured as well. But ultimately, Turkey, Russia, they managed to start joint patrols here. That sent a further bad message among the members of HTS, viewers. As I told you earlier, that first splinter group was formed when Turkey came in Idlib. Now, after Russia joined Turkey for joint patrols, we saw more defections. More people decided to leave HTS. Abu Malik al-Tali, who was the main figure of HTS, he decided to leave HTS just a few months ago, and he announced to form a separate group by the name of Jihad Coordination Group. So defections have increased from HTS. Now, along with HTS, there is Hurasuddin, as I told earlier, offshoot of not offshoot, it was splinter group of HTS. Then there is Syrian National Army, SNA, which is basically a Turkish proxy. Then thirdly, there is Turkestan party, Turkestan group, which is composed of foreign fighters, mostly Uyghur fighters here. So this foreign fighters group, Turkestan group, then Syrian National Army, which is a Turkish proxy, then Hurasuddin, then this HTS, and then another new group has been formed, viewers. This new group is named Be Steady. They call themselves Be Steady. Be Steady is a coalition of several private militias. It is also a new group, and it has also those fighters as members who have left HTS, and they are against HTS because they think that HTS is making the second mistake of letting Russians enter Idlib. They made first mistake when they allowed Turkey to establish observation posts in 2017, and now they are making the second mistake of allowing Russians. So they are, and that is why defecting. Now HTS has decided to launch crackdown against this Be Steady coalition, Hurasuddin, which are basically splinter groups of HTS. That is why infighting has started, viewers, and HTS has arrested several members of other groups. Abu Malik al-Tali, he has also been arrested, viewers. He formed this group I told you, Jihad Coordination Group. He is also under the custody of HTS, viewers. And now there are some reports which are suggesting that HTS and this Be Steady group, they have decided to agree a ceasefire, and now they have requested Turkestan group to act as a mediator between HTS and this Be Steady group. So Turkestan group will now decide the fate of the people who have been arrested by HTS group, viewers. Because HTS is the largest group here, still it is the largest group here, but its future, its survival is in danger, because other groups believe that it has allowed Turkey and Russia to enter Idlib, and it is a big mistake, and ultimately Turkey and Russia, they will push all the groups out of Idlib. That is why more and more people are leaving HTS, viewers. Now, viewers, the role of Turkey and Russia. So far, Turkey is watching these developments very closely. Turkey has been in favor of decreased role of HTS. In fact, Turkey wanted to dismantle HTS. Turkey wanted to form a new group here. That is why if the role of HTS is diminished in Idlib, that will be very acceptable for Turkey. Same is the case with Russia, viewers, that Russians, they are gradually spreading their influence in Idlib, and they are very comfortable with this infighting among different private militias. So it will give them more opportunity to spread their influence here. But the main problem, I think, is that if HTS is dismantled, if HTS loses its importance, there will be an alternative to HTS, viewers. And most probably this alternative will be Hurasuddin, viewers. Hurasuddin will take the place of HTS if HTS becomes weak here. And Hurasuddin, viewers, is much more hardliner, much more extremist than HTS. And it is said that one fighter of Hurasuddin is equal to 5 fighters of HTS, because they are very rigid in their ideology, very fierce they are. So this is a matter of concern. I think it should be a matter of concern for Turkey, for Russia, viewers, that if HTS is dismantled, if HTS becomes weak here, which other faction will take the place of HTS. If Hurasuddin comes in place of HTS, it will further destabilize this place, viewers. That is why I think there must be some planning regarding the alternative of HTS, viewers. Lastly, viewers, I think Russians, they have very skillfully spread their influence in Idlib. They have gradually built their clout here, and Turkish role here is decreasing. I think Russians, they are having their way here. But both the parties, they need to make some decisions regarding HTS and Rasuddin, viewers. Thank you for watching.